Well, these are the 6 men from a starting entry of 22 who've made it through to the final of the men's single sculls. Ibrahim Ali, who's done very well to make this final, furthest away from you in lane number 6, and he starts with the very first stroke.
He went right off. That was very, very good start for Ali. He's runner-up in the World Cup this year. But what is interesting in this race, we have some very experienced scullers in Chalupa and Chop and Ali, but we have completely new to sculling Jamie Covin, who was a rower up until Christmas, and Greg Searle, also a rower up until Christmas. They've both turned to sculling, and here they are now trying to match the best scullers in the world at their first attempt. For Greg Searle, just to have made the final was the dream for him. On your left, Jamie Covin, and on your right, Ibrahim Ali out in lane 6.
And indeed, it's Ali at the top of your picture, making another fast start for which he's become well respected. The first African to win a medal. Did that in the World Cups, second in Munich and also in Paris. This very useful 26-year-old who trains on the Nile for 3 hours a day.
Chalupa from the Czech Republic in lane 1 is up in second place. Out at the back at the moment is Wilms, stroke of the Olympic quad for Germany last year, and the world champion in the singles 2 years before that. Well, here he is at in sixth place at the moment. And this is Ibrahim Ali, who's steering in the semi-final, left a lot to be desired. His steering now, not quite as good either. But going through the 500-meter mark, it is Ali of Egypt who is in the lead, with Chalupa in second place and Covin in third.
Well, Dan, what about Chalupa, runner-up in the 92 Olympic Games and runner-up in 4 World Championships as well? He's 29 years of age. Can he still be a force in this?
Well, indeed he can, but he's always been a quick starter. He's always found the pressure in the last 200 or 300 meters just too big for him, and he's come second so often it's almost become a habit, and to win for him now is going to be very, very difficult. He's got some very powerful scullers in the middle. Chop is one of his big problems. Chop always comes fast in the last 500 meters, but it's this man, Ali, who is leading the field and sculling with great panache. He's been around now just for a year and a half, and he's really made his mark on the world scene.
And he's really uninhibited and looks to be really enjoying himself out there. The problem for him has been is that he's always won the race to halfway, but then after that it's become a problem.
This man Chalupa of the Czech Republic, he's changed his style quite a bit. He's looking much steadier than he usually is. Usually he's trying to get out in front. Had a very distinctive shoulder leading the stroke very often in his earlier years. Now he's working much harder with his leg drive, and he's much better connected. And there beyond him is Jamie Covin of the United States, there sitting very strongly in the middle of the pack in third position. And outside that is Yitzhak Kopp, who's still very much in the hunt, but it's Ibrahim Ali who's still in pole position.
James Covin from New Jersey, 24 years of age, a member of the American 8 who won the gold medal in Indianapolis on home water in 1994. And right there, just at the back at the moment, is Greg Searle for Great Britain, biding his time. But James Covin looking very, very smooth. 6 years he's been on the American team, and it's been a while since the Americans have had any success in the single sculls. In fact, if you go through the record book, it's 1966 since they had a winner, and that was Don Spiro. So that's quite some time ago.
Covin is reckoned to be the outstanding athlete in America in rowing. He's the man to watch. Perfectly produced physical specimen, but also with a good head on his shoulders as well. And he's now moving past Ali. He's moving into the lead. James Covin, in his first year as a sculler, is moving into the lead. And here comes Chop. Chop is moving very well. Wilms outside him with the hat. The red hat is moving well, and in lane 2, Great Britain, Greg Searle, also in his first year sculling, is getting into the picture now, having been 6th at halfway.
Well, as you said, Greg Searle, nothing to lose, and here's Ali going offline again, and of course every time he does that he's got to correct, and it cuts the speed and he loses the advantage. Once he starts to control this and keep it going in a straight line, he'll be even more effective. He clung on by his fingernails to qualify for this final because of poor steering. but as it is now, they're all coming on him now. Andre Wilms coming with the chop, but at the moment, James Coven it is who's already making the best of his way home. Ali looking around, getting concerned now with everybody piling on top of him.
Yes, I don't think there's anything he can do about it now. 1,500 metres they're just coming to now, and Ali has fallen right back through the field. And still to come, though, is Greg Searle, still in 6th place, but beginning to move on the field.
But Coven has really opened this up. He's got a huge advantage. I don't know whether they just missed the break and didn't see him go, but he decided to make his move, and he's got a huge advantage now. Lots of clear water, and he can watch any attacks that come. This man who's taken over the responsibility this year from Cyrus Beasley, the man who represented the United States in the Olympics last year, but Coven looking absolutely masterful.
Coven is sculling so well. He's been in Europe now for the last 3 months. He's being coached by Scott Roop, who looks after the Brown University squad. And here comes Wilms. Wilms, again, a very fast finisher. He lifts the rate, he sits up there, he goes up to 42, and he drives for the line. He's a very, very tough athlete, stroked the German quad for many years, but he's not going to catch Jamie Coven. Very cool, very solid, and now at the top of his form. Takes a quick look to make sure he's clear, but no one is going to catch Jamie Coven.
Andre Wilms just looking to his left, and he might well do that, because Greg Searle, there he is, 2 from the bottom of the picture, really winding it up for Great Britain, coming with a late flourish at the moment. And Itzhak Chop as well on the premises, and Searle is coming past Itzhak Chop and really trying to attack on the top of the picture Andre Wilms. But at the moment, going for the line, it's Coven of the United States who's going to take the gold medal. It's very close for the silver. Searle coming on Andre Wilms. It's almost bow to bow. Wilms going to get there. Yes, he does. Searle gets bronze. Itzhak Chop doesn't have the flying finish, and Chalupa is run out of it in 5th place. Ali is 6th. But what a performance by James Coven.
Well, that was extraordinary to come from rowing last year in the 8 and then to go straight into a single, which he's never done before, and to win like that. Derek Porter did it for Canada in '93, but this is a fantastic performance from Jamie Coven. And look at that, what a finish there from Searle, coming from 6th at halfway to get that bronze medal position behind the experienced Wilms.
And I must say, if Zeno Müller, the Olympic champion for Switzerland, does return next year, he's going to have something to think about with the performances of these 3 men here today. So Coven absolutely delighted, and so is the man to his right, Andre Wilms. He won the championship in '94. He may only have the silver now, but you'll see in a moment, he's just been smiling all the time. Wonderful effort, really happy. And likewise for the man who takes the bronze, coached by, I suspect, a very happy Harry Mahon, Greg Searle for Great Britain. If you'd have told him at the beginning of the season he was going to get a bronze medal, he probably wouldn't have believed you. A fantastic race, the medals given out by the president of the International Rowing Federation, Denny Oswald.